In North Dakota, thousands of Native Americans protested the construction of an oil pipeline. You've probably heard about this. The tribes were protesting because construction will disrupt ecosystems and ruin precious drinking water supplies. Not to mention it'll wreck burial sites and reservations. The protests managed to halt construction to take the matter to court, but the judge ruled in favor of the oil industry on September 7th. So what's a Catholic supposed to think about all this? It's simple. This pipeline is a bad idea. Pope Francis has recently been talking about adding care for creation as a spiritual and corporal work of mercy. He quoted his encyclical, Laudatio Si. God gave us a bountiful garden, but we have turned it into a polluted wasteland of debris, desolation, and filth. This is exactly what construction of the pipeline will do. Not to mention that it's entirely possible for the pipeline to burst after construction is complete, and we all remember the BP oil spill. Also, haven't Native Americans been treated badly enough by non-Native Americans? Even today, Native Americans have very high rates of poverty, substance abuse, and suicide. Pope Francis, in his encyclical again, mentions indigenous people. They are not merely one minority among others, but should be the principal dialogue partners, especially when large projects affect their land and are proposed. For them, land is not a commodity, but rather a gift from God and from their ancestors who rest there, a sacred space with which they need to interact if they are to maintain their identity and values. A perfect quote for the situation. So what do we as Catholics do? Number 1, pray. How about asking Kateri Tekakwitha for her intercession? Number 2, we need to globally use less oil. If the world doesn't demand oil, no oil pipelines will be built, and the lands of indigenous people will not have to be destroyed. And here's the obligatory request to watch some more videos, subscribe, and find RCT on social media. Thank you very much.